Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you want to be notified what is going on. Earl, the truth, Spence. It's like the man died. Rest in peace to Earl, the truth, Spence. Right? But not because everything was taken out of him inside of the ring. Nah, it's not because of that. Yeah, he might have got his ass whooped. But the people, the fans, the people that were chanting for him, that wanted him to win, that was screaming his name, have turned their backs on him. Why did they turn their back on Earl Spence, you might ask, right? Why do I say that they turned their backs on him? Well, the man wants to get his get back, so let the man get his get back. You see what I'm saying? It makes zero sense why people are saying, oh, no, no, I don't want to see it again, this and that. You know, saying that basically this man has zero chance of beating Terrence Crawford. Now, we know what we saw inside of that ring was an ass whooping. I mean, there's no way to sugarcoat that. Earl Spence himself must know that, you know. And for you to sit here and say, yo, nah, fuck that. Just do what you gotta do. Go somewhere else. I mean, you even got Stephen A. Smith begging Terrence Crawford not to fight Earl Spence again. Right? You got Stephen A. Smith out here begging Terrence Crawford, please don't fight this man again. I mean, he's terrified of what Terrence Crawford is. But the thing is not that, right? Where is it really for them to go? You know, obviously you have the names like Jerron Boots Ennis, they could fight Virgil Ortiz, Tim Zoo, you know, but at the end of the day, the fight that the fans wanted to see was Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence. Now it might have been a complete mismatch. Probably Earl Spence doesn't deserve to be inside of the ring with a guy like Terrence Crawford. But I think that if he fights Terrence Crawford in December, I think that, you know, you just never know, right? Can he be able to beat Terrence Crawford? Probably not. But you just never know, right? Now, Earl Spence has come out. He already changed his bio as former WBC, former this, former that, right? The former champion. And next on his bio on Instagram, it also has 154 pounds. So he's already set to be at 154 pounds. And Terrence Crawford also stated that he's not really trying to make 147 pounds anymore either. And the thing is that at 154 pounds, we're gonna see probably a better version of Earl Spence. If that's the case. Now we you can't take apart that he's been through a car accident, he's been through this, he's been through that. I mean, you can't take that away. Let's be honest about that. And you could go back and look at his fights, and you can see the fight with Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia just unconfident, no nothing he brought nothing to the table, right? All he brought was his name. That was it. And he put shame on his name. He didn't let his hands go throughout that whole fight. He literally did nothing, right? Until the end. So it that fight, I mean, obviously you're gonna give credit to Earl Spence for coming in and after the car accident and all of that and not taking a tune up. Yeah, the magnitude, if you put it in context, it was probably a dangerous fight because Danny Garcia is a supposed big puncher, you know. But in that fight, it just felt like, what the fuck was Danny even doing there, you know? And then you fast forward to your Dennis Ugas, right? Now, Dennis Ugas was a very, very, very weird situation where you see your Dennis Ugas uh hurt Errol Spence. Hurts Errol Spence and all of a sudden loses a killer instinct, right? And he fought good names, but those good names didn't bring their A games, right? Now we seen it fast forward with a guy like Terrence Crawford, where we seen a guy like Mean Machine buckle Terrence Crawford and arguably drop Terrence Crawford, right? We seen him. We seen him buckle, right? We seen him buckle against Mean Machine, Kavalaskis. And I would like to see that type of fight against Errol Spence. Because Kavalaskis is really a mean machine, you know. And to see if Errol Spence skill sets would be able to withstand or to be a measuring stick to not get hit with those big power punches. I mean, Errol Spence couldn't keep his head off the line. He kept getting hit with everything. It made Terrence Crawford probably the most accurate man in the sport of boxing because the dude was landing everything. I don't think that that Errol Spence blocked anything. So when we talk about that, Earl Spence has a lot to work on, right? And like I've stated before, Derrick James is not teaching defense, and that's a problem. He's not teaching head movement, and that's a problem inside of boxing, especially for a top tier fighter. Power is questionable, right? He hasn't knocked anybody out in recent time. I mean, you could go back and look at the fight with a 135-pounder, Mikey Garcia, and couldn't even get that dude out of there. You know what I'm saying? But I think I honestly wholeheartedly believe that that Earl Spence should be able to get his get back. If that man wants to get back, then let that man get his get back. It's simple as that. You can't turn your back on the dude now and try to protect the dude because he took a loss that was a very I mean, obviously it was an ass whooping. But you can't sit here and say, oh yeah, nah, I just don't want to see it against him no more. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like at 154 pounds in December, things is gonna change. A little ass whooping don't hurt nobody. At least he got to go home. You know what I mean? Obviously, not in the greatest shape, but he still went out on his feet. You know what I'm saying? And for people trying to compare, oh my God, see, I respect Earl Spencer because he went out on his feet, and you could look at all these other fighters that just shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. Just give the man credit, man. He went in there, he just could not get the job done. 154 pounds, he's gonna be able to get a rematch. Yeah, there's no room for it. Who gives a fuck about comparing because he went out because the ref stopped it? That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like comparing dumbass other fights and shit like that. Like, bruh, at the end of the day, Earl Spence, we gonna see if Earl Spence really wants that rematch. But I think that with Stephen A. Smith out here begging Terrence Crawford, please don't fight him again. Don't do it to him again. Don't do it to him twice. You know, his shit is embarrassing. It's like now Earl Spence has to go and get that get back. It's simple as that. Earl Spence now has to go and get that get back because you got all these motherfuckers. Oh no, why? Don't do it. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got your back like Cairo Pratt. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It baffles me. The whole community talking about everybody. Oh, please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go and get that rematch again. Don't go and get that rematch again. Begging Terrence Crawford not to take it to breach his contract and say fuck that. I'm just gonna breach the contract. Because what if Earl Spence really does say, "No, we doing this shit back in December"? Now, if Crawford was to be like, "Nah, you know what, man? Nah, I don't think it's a good idea. I already whooped your ass, this and that." Well, he breaches his contract. Now he owes some money, and it's easier for him to go inside of the ring and give him another ass whooping than for him to pay some money up. Because the money is there. The fans want to see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Now, part two at 154 pounds could be a different story. You just never know. But fans are so quick to write off Errol Spence, right? After they were just chanting and going crazy over this dude, talking about what he could do, how big this dude was, this and that. I mean, you couldn't get enough of it. Now they all crickets, quiet. They don't. Oh yeah, this and that. Now they want to be stand-up citizens, talking about some. Oh no, nah, I gotta give him credit. This and that. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's ridiculous to me. I mean, it's sick. It sickens me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just give the man Terrence Crawford his credit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but ultimate eating contest. What these dudes doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. The ultimate eating contest. And I ain't talking about food. You know what I'm saying? These dudes ultimate eating contest. Now they're upstanding citizens and shit like that. Don't give no other fighters credit. But now oh yeah, I have to be a model citizen now. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to be a model citizen. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's how that's how shit is though. You know what I mean? But Terrence Crawford would have to take the rematch if Earl Spence activates that rematch clause. It's simple as that. If not, you breach your contract, you owe money. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes, man, talking about some, yeah, he shouldn't fight him again, this and that. He should not fight him again. I mean, dog, if the man wants his get back, then let him get his get back. It's simple as that. You can't. That's what warriors do. That's how you know the dude got heart. Even if he goes in there, he gets his ass whooped again. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The man wanted to fight. The man wanted his get back. And you gotta respect that. See, I respect the decision of Earl Spence if he takes that fight again. Why? Because he's a very dangerous fighter. But he's not scared of him. He's not afraid. He just doesn't have the better skill set. And that's okay. You're not gonna beat everybody, right? You just not. Especially when you fighting the best. It's no way in hell you're gonna be able to beat everybody. It's no way in hell. No fighter has ever done it. You know, if you are undefeated, this and that, yeah, most likely you cherry picked and your career was, you know what I'm saying, it was more of a cherry pick moves. You know what I'm saying? More business maneuver. You know what I mean? Uh, and we throwing subs, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you fighting the best dudes possible, you gonna take an L, bro. It's simple as that. Like Terrence Crawford going up to 154. Very It's good competition up there. Can he beat everybody at 154? I believe so, to be honest. I don't think he'll have trouble till probably 160. If he's to make it to 160, right? A, a guy like those type, like a guy like Tim Zoo or something, right? Maybe at 154 pounds, that might be a little tough. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you don't know, right? Tim Zoo is a dog. You know what I'm saying? Tim Zoo is a dog, and that would be a good fight as well. I mean, I would not be mad at that fight. We know that Jamel Charlo is going up to fight Canelo Alvarez, so he's not gonna be able to fight any of those dudes. So Tim Zoo, um, or Errol Spence. I mean, to me, those are great fights, especially if Terrence Crawford takes that. If Terrence Crawford takes a fight like Tim Zoo, I mean, this dude is just great. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start considering this dude as one of those all time greats. There's no way you can't be like, oh yeah, nah. The dude has a a legendary career, 2-time undisputed. You might not know all the names on his resume, but you know who the last dude was, right? And you know what the buzz around the last dude was, and highly uh how highly he was viewed, and like I've stated before, man, fans create this facades. If you have a large enough fan base, then you're gonna be able to maneuver inside of the sport with a lot of confidence, because the fans are building you up. At the end of the day, if you got fans and they're building you up, instead of tearing you down, I mean, you're on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? But Earl Spence shouldn't have no problem getting back. I think at 154 pounds, he's definitely got a better opportunity, in my opinion. I think that he was just outgrowing that division, and that's okay. It happens. We seen it with Teofimo Lopez outgrowing the division at 135 pounds. No business still being inside of that division. We saw it, and look what happened. You know, a guy like George Kambosos got the opportunity. He took it full advantage of it. And obviously Teofimo Lopez wasn't medically medically uh medically clear for that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like Earl Spence said, when you sign for that fight, you sign for that fight no matter what. Ain't no excuses. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So Earl Spence took it on the chin, man, and obviously the memes is going around. Um and he got brutally punished, you know what I'm saying? And like I stated, it's worse when you get punished, get your ass whooped, and then get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? It plays to your mental. So we're gonna see what Errol Spence does, though, man. We're gonna see, because obviously he has advisors and stuff like that. But to be honest, this rematch might not even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? It might not even be a thing. Do you think Al Heyman's gonna want to put his fighter inside of the ring again? To After that performance, I highly doubt it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna breach the contract for them. You got probably hella people calling up Al Heyman and telling him, "Yo, try to slow him down, because ain't no way in hell in December he's gonna be able to come in, and he's gonna need a lot of skills to be able to be like a guy like Terrence Crawford." So I feel like fans have turned their backs on Earl Spence, and they're feeling sorry for him. They're feeling sorry for him. So now Earl Spence is gonna want to get his get back. I mean, there's no doubts about that. He's gonna definitely want to get his get back. The reason why I'm saying that is because fans are making it seem like this dude is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude out of nowhere just it was a goner. You know what I mean? And I think that he's probably, that shit is probably playing into his mind, and he's probably like, bro, I gotta get back in there. I just gotta get back in there. I gotta get better, and I gotta go back in there. It's simple as that. I think that he's that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? But for fans to be acting like this dude is a goner, bro, it's kind of laughable. You know what I'm saying? After they were just chanting him, and supporting him, but now they're trying to protect the dude and say this and that. I mean, dog, this is what they do. This is what they signed up for. They warriors. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And if he feels like, he might have a better success at 154 pounds. Who are you to tell that man that he shouldn't be going up there and fighting that dude, especially after losing? You see what I'm saying? But man, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and we out. Peace.